doubt about it. Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
You've heard of people dancing underneath the moonlight? Tonight, it's a fight underneath the moonlight, and what a fight it should be.
The fans are getting desperate. They want to get involved in this fight, and now the action's about to begin.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. And that's the opening bell, round 1. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Swing and a miss with that left hook. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. They exchanged punches. The fans have been waiting all day for this one, and they are highly hydrated. What an environment it's going to be tonight underneath the stars.
It's been a long, long day, Todd. They've been drinking, they've been out in the sun, they've been having a good time. But this is what they've been waiting for. This crowd can be very unpredictable. And by the sense of it, it's nighttime now. They're waiting for the big fight. There's a lot of pressure on these fighters' shoulders to get that job done and perform.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. The jab not finding its target. That jab doesn't score. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Can't land the jab there. That counter punch caught him clean. And they're fighting a swarmer, and you know their goal is to bury their head right in your chest. The uppercut would probably come in handy.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing and stinging you wherever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
Nice counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. Usyk. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. He is down big time on the score.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
There's the bell. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This counter-puncher is gonna wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
If you're fighting a counter-puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter-punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
And he scores with the counter. Through the hook, didn't land. Down goes Jack Dempsey. And as we watch it again, that punch Took the wind out of him and the will to continue.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. You are ready.
They got knocked down but didn't stay down. Once again showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
So then look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
How about that time counter shot? I don't know, I gotta take another look at that.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five. Give me your ball.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into the fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
He misses with that straight left. Those counter punches have to hurt. Looks like they're going to try and be a little more elusive now. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs are feeling like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
A perfect counter lands. Counter punching. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punch. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. That counter shot lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it halfway through the round. And man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
No rest for the weary. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Nice counter. Well done with that counter shot. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. What do do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Swing and a miss with the hook. They both want the knockout. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecard. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Beautiful counter shot. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Another scoring shot there. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Catch and shoot. That left hook misses. Beautiful counter punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Perfect counter shot. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.